YouTube, you know the best decks. I've been giving you the best decks for the Fusion Festival, for the Normal Rare Festival, for the Synchro Festival. We've been super incredibly consistent for every festival, giving you the best decks. Get ready for the best decks for now. The limited to one festival. Let's go.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
Limited to one festival, everything is limited to one besides what we have that is banned. So all of the previously forbidden cards that are already forbidden, in addition to this new list of newly forbidden cards, no DPE in this festival. The True Draco is greatly diminished. No degenerate cards like Imperial Order, Vandy Emptiness, or Skill Drain, thank you very much. No Halka-Roadon, no True King of All Calamities, no Numeron one-turn kill. That is great. And not even the I sold into the Cyberstein first-turn kill. Now, what is the best deck? Well, for our first place tournament, we did 2 tournaments. This got first place. I got to zoom all the way out because it's 40 freaking different cards. And then first place of our last tournament is this one. So the answer is, there is no best deck. Isn't that great? I'm going to show you the top decks from both of our tournaments, and then you're going to see a grand finals and or highlights from the grand finals of our 2 tournaments. And then you could just build what you want from the top decks I'm showing you. That's what's great about not only this event, but the last event. There wasn't a definitive best deck. It's going to be a diverse tournament. That's great, right? You let me know if you like that, or if you like there being a single best deck. So if we start off with tournament number 1, Ahsoka Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's focus on the engines that are being used. We have the Tri-Brigade engine, we have some Dangers, we have some Luna Lights, we have the Zodiac engine. So there you go. Those are the 4 engines in Ahsoka Yu-Gi-Oh's deck. And as you can see, the spell and traps that are supporting that. Looking at the extra deck is going to be the biggest indicator of how the deck is being played. So we have the Zodiac, we have the Tri-Brigade plays, and then, you know, Apollo USA and Access Code Talker. So Zodiac, Tri-Brigade is the main extra deck, and then being supported by the Luna Light engine. Very cool. Let's look at the first place of the other event. Boneheimer is playing a Speedroid engine, Burning Abyss, which is essentially a part of the Phantom Knight engine. We got the Danger engine, we got the Punk engine. So we have about 4 different engines in this deck. And then looking at the extra deck, yeah, that is Phantom Knight. We can make Zeus with the Fortune Tune. So with the Punk cards, you can make the rank 3 Fortune Tune, which cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. And then you go in. Now, from the first tournament, let's look at the second place deck, Slash Div. Slash Div is playing a Zephyr deck that's quite large. It's just one of everything. So I'm just going to slowly scroll through it. It's a Zephyr deck plus Pendulum, Endymion. We got Madolche, and that's it for the monsters. We got the Mythical Beasts in there, and then more Pendulum support plus the Zephyr cards. The Dark Contract, the deck does really well with Krishan Halk, but it's banned for this event. Got the 9 Pillar. And here is the extra deck. Level 100 Crobat. Yeah, he got second place with normal monsters. Turn 6, he summoned about 20 times. I don't know how he did it, he just did. Now, let's slowly go through the cards. World Chalice, it's an Orcus deck in World Chalice. It's also a Mech Knight, World Chalice, Orcus. It's got a little bit of everything. Very good, beautiful deck. Looking at the extra deck, it's World Chalice. Watch out for the longer, so you're going to get longed. You're going to get longed if you don't put your monster in the right spot. You'll see. Now that I showed you the top 2 decks of both tournaments, which are generally, if you use any of those decks, you're going to do really well in the event because they bested many other players to do well enough to get into the top 2. Let's check out the other decks much more quickly. Tweedums, top 4. This is a Chaos deck. It's all Chaos. Light and Dark, Rocket Engine. Very good. This deck is going to revolve around, you can pretty much just talk about the deck looking at the extra deck. Hexy, with a 10 Yi Sword Soul Punk deck. Wow, I mean, it almost looks like a real deck. Good job. Red Rose engine, into the Punks, into the 10 Yi, into the Sword Souls. Let's look at the extra deck. Yeah, It just looks like Sword Soul Tenyi mixed up with some other good stuff. Max C with a Lightsworn deck. We got the righty-lefty driver engine. Despot 001, what are you doing? Halka's banned. This is a Lightsworn deck. Performage, Lightsworn, random Shadow Dragon. We got Judgment Dragon. This is a Chad deck. This looks good. Chaos, Lightsworn, beginning of the end. Holy moly. He's got the Aurora done, but without the Christian Hulk. Okay. Utopia double. Yeah, I got double or nothing in the tournament. It was nuts. Now let's look at the rest of the top 4 of the other tournament. Clyde Strife with a Kaiju deck. Clyde Strife did very well with this. You get the Denko Sekka out that can't activate the back row. You got the Kek Knights. You got the Kaijus. And just like a regular Kaiju deck, you win with the Draglubion into Numeron. Smar with Cyberstein, Despia. Look how diverse this festival is going to be. It's insane. There isn't a clear best deck. There's just so many good, different, small packaged engines. The Invoker engine is going to require Invoker, Terraforming, Magical Meltdown, Invocation, an Artemis, and then you could play at least one of the... Where's Makaba? There's Makaba. And that's the top 4 of that tournament. We'll move on. Two-Tone with the Spiral deck. Spiral, Danger. He only really has 2 engines in here. Very good. Beautiful. Looking at the extra deck. Very good. Moving on. Wise with Phantom Knight Orchest. 2 engines in this deck, and it works. 40 cards, 2 engines. Looking good. That's the extra deck. Terramare. Numeron. I could tell you this. If you toss the Numeron package into your deck, what you're going to have is you're going to be able to make a Megaclops. 4,000 attack, unaffected by all monster effects except Exceed monsters. It also cannot be destroyed by battle except with an Exceed monster. So while you can only summon the 3 Numerons, just make a Megaclops and that could instantly win you games. What else we got here? And that is it. Those are the best decks. I know it took a while to talk about all of them, but all of this combined, this is like 10 different engines, 20 different engines. You tell me, I lost count. So there you go. Best decks for the Limited to One Festival. Just all your favorite engines, put them in one, have fun. Let's go. Fools. Well, very good. If we could post all of them, that's great.
Do I get a promotion?
Yes, you get promoted to bigger sister, big sis. No play. What the heck, Slash Div? What kind of deck is this? You got Grand Finals and then you do that? You're gonna get Zeus, boy. Borbo with that direct attack. That's it. Zeus is now activated. I think that when you battle with an Exceed monster and you have Zeus in your extra deck, that your extra deck should now have a lightning animation. Would that not be cool? Your extra deck is shaking and there's lightning zapping around the edges of it. Zeus is here. Zeus is top tier in the Limited to One Festival. Wipe the fields. Is it good? Do we have a negate? Isn't there the Zephyr negate? Oh no! Counter trap negates. You cannot change spell speed 2 Zeus to the spell speed 3. He just spell speed 3, the spell speed 3. He red rebooted. Holy moly! Red reboot. Everything is limited to 1. Negate the 9 pillar, reset it. Then he could set a trap from the deck. If I think it's optional, right? Yeah, you don't have to. And then Zeus wipes the fields. No freaking way did that just happen. That was insane. We got 2 field wipes. Slash Div is especially salty after that. There's no way he's not pissed. Bullish Burial Goods is going to get a Lunalight card into the graveyard. You can put in the Perfume to then search for a Lunalight. He could put in the Lunalight Dance Trap to then special summon. There you go, Serenade Dance. The Serenade Dance is going to banish this from the graveyard, send 1 card from your hands to the graveyard, special summon a Lunalight from the deck, and you are doing it under Max C. Are you willing to push for lethal damage under Max C? No, I'm going to cross out Designate to negate. Max C. Negated. Discarding Dragon Ice Prison. We don't need that. We got the Chick. Chick could send a Lunalight from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard to become that name. Martin to the grave, sent by a card effect, right? It was sent by a cost, so it does not activate. We got the Lunalight Tiger, which could summon the Martin from the graveyard. Martin's got to be sent to the grave by a card effect to activate the search your deck for a Lunalight card. The Time Thief is not a normal Exceed monster. It does not detach as a cost. Normally, the Exceeds will detach as a cost. Time Thief Redoer detaches as an effect, which would trigger the Martin. Farigid is here. Farigid is going to be able to special summon a monster from the hand. The Martin's going to return the Lunalight Tiger back to the hand. It's a soft once per turn. What was Konami thinking? Because we returned it back to the hand after using it to summon a monster from the grave, we could replay it, then summon another monster from the grave. Absolutely nuts. The Farigid could summon a beast monster from the hand if we have one. Possibly we do not have one. Is he flexing? Well, we don't have clear lethal yet. Unicorn, Access Code Talker, Zeus for a game? I think so. The Rugal. Summoning Rugal is going to trigger the Farigid to draw a card, return a card from the hand back on the deck. Ahsoka Yu-Gi-Oh! I think this is, again, another festival where there's not going to be a clear best deck. And that's a good thing. Access Code Talker is here. Target the Link 3 Rugal, become 5,300 attack. Pop that set monster. We didn't even have to Zeus it. We have 2 wipes on the Zeus. How broken is this deck? Lamia to the grave. Open field. 8,000 damage. Let's go. Wipe him out. 5,300. Zeus, send him back. No! What are you doing? Stop. Stop. No BM. Ahsoka, I will DQ you. Lethal. Back to Fortnite. Good job to both of you. Set 3 pass. You know what? I'm surprised that... Where's Eldritch? Eldritch doesn't take up your extra deck. It can be used in pretty much any deck. Spell or trap in your hand. Send a card from the field to the grave. You infinitely recurs from the grave. What kind of grand finals is this?
Eventually.
I think he's getting long. Is he getting longed? Long Gursu points up and left, and then if you turn it upside down, it points to Zeus. Yup, you're getting longed. You did not put it in the right spot, mate. Zeus! He had to play around it. He had to put his Zeus over here. You play around the long, then you get transversed. Normal summons a 0 attack normal monster. Does it get any more OG Yu-Gi-Oh than that? Bro, you didn't play around the duck. I'm duck can only get rid of your monster if it points to it. That means you can't summon behind an extra deck monster zone. You got Long Gursuit over here. You got I'm ducked over here. You're not playing around the arrows at all. Holy shite. The I'm duck column.
Duck.
You just got ducked. No respect for the columns. The positioning's everything. So far, the safest position is summoning your monsters here. You couldn't get Long Gursued, you wouldn't get ducked. And now you gotta deal with the 100 attack Lee the World Chalice Fairy. Are we just going to battle phase here? Yeah. We're out of plays. We're normal summoning 0 attack monsters. We're normal summoning 1,000 attack monsters. This is essentially the tutorial of the game, but they are the best of the limited to 1 festival. This is it. Woo! I thought this was the end. You did not just screw up your card positioning again. This is literally only summonable if you have 2 or more cards in the same column. I cannot believe it. No, you did not do that, Boneheimer. This is on purpose at this point. Holy shite. You got longed, you got ducked, and you got Keck Knighted. What is going on? What is there left? He's gonna get transversed. He's gonna, yup, that's the transverse, bro. This linked card and monsters pointing to it, their position swap. He can now steal your face down. Nowhere you play your cards are safe.
Putting them in a place.
He's swapping the position every time, but it's wrong every time. Crobat every single time. He's playing right into my trap. Armageddon Knight. The coolest combo Armageddon Knight is not sending Dark Refer. That does nothing. We're literally just, I don't even know. We're doing nothing at this point. Terratop, take Tomborg, special summon. Are we out of monsters to link into? I don't know what we're summoning. If you control a wind monster, special summon. Teleport summon a psychic from the deck. Synchro 6, Synchro 9. We got 4 monsters on the field. Is this a 2300 attack access code talker? No way. We're not activating any of our card effects. We're going into the finale. Access code talker. 5300 attack. Banish a different attribute from the graveyard to pop a card on the field. Per different attribute we have Earth, we have Dark, we have just Earth and Dark, and 2 monsters on the field. Let's go. Banish the final attribute. This is the end. Boneheimer is your limited to 1 festival champion. Let's go.